reaction to that, and could you describe what type of team?
That's news to me. Damn, I'm sorry. It's sickening. Obviously, we love for Zach to be out there. I love Zach as a person, and obviously for his health is more important than it's bigger than the brand. So with that, I'm praying that he has a healthy recovery and surgery goes well. But it sucks.
Where are you physically now? What are you dealing with? And as far as the ability to play on Monday night, what do you feel that is with what you're dealing with?
Still have the shoulder injury, which I've been dealing with for about 4 or 5 weeks now. It comes with the territory, man. It's about being a baller, and it's about going out there and sacrificing, putting yourself out there for your guys, and that's what I'm doing. And as far as Monday goes, I'll be fine by then.
You ever had an injury like that before?
Yeah, I did in college. 2017.
Did you do it the same way, just fight through it, those kinds of things?
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not a pleasant feeling, obviously, and if everyone that's experienced an AC sprain, they understand what I'm going through. So with that, it's fine. You got to take it day to day. You got to stay on it. You got to keep recovering, and you got to keep, even when it starts feeling good, you got to stay on it. So with that, it's a bit tricky, but it ain't nothing I haven't been dealing with before.
Does it usually get worse as the game goes along?
Nah, it's kind of it started off a mental thing before it becomes an unfathomable pain. Like you're not even able to maneuver for real.
So the 11 days off alleviated a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure, most def. And the first couple of days were tougher to say the least. But right now, I have my range of motion and I have my strength back. So.
Ceedee, obviously you don't go against him, but when you are in a game with a matchup against another elite receiver like Jamar Chase, do you kind of relish those kind of games where you're able to do that?
Yeah, obviously. It's fun being a part of games like that. He's a great talent over there and vice versa. So I've seen him for years, going back to 2019, saw him at LSU. He's a great player. Hell of a player, actually. He's doing a great job of, exceeding all expectations that he set for himself this year, and I'm excited to see it out there. But as for me, I got to go out there and play my game regardless, and that's what makes the game as exciting as it is. You got two great players on the offensive side of the ball looking to make the plays, make big plays, and at any point, go score a touchdown.
How tough was last Thursday? You have the pain, you have the injury, you have the uncharacteristic drops.
Right.
That's not you.
It's more of a mental thing for me now. Obviously, I know what I bring to the table, and I know that's not me. So just kind of battling with myself to begin with. But that's something that's an easy fix. Granted, I'm glad it didn't cost us the game, for one, and my teammates were there to pick me up. That's what football is all about. Be there when your brothers need you. And I needed them.
Where have you seen Cooper improve his game the last couple of weeks?
Confidence, decision-making, and just being poised. Everything he's done. The Giants game was definitely supposed to be another one of those great games. Obviously, I had those 3 drops. And a couple of things, like we're maybe 1 or 2 plays away from something breaking. So with that being said, Coop just needs to continue doing him. And I know he will, and I have no doubt about it. Just stay poised, stay quiet, stay calm, and just continue leading us down the field.
Are you guys doing any extra work off the side in practice, just to work on building time?
Routes. Routes at the end of practice. Obviously, throughout these times, it's tough times on the body. The winter comes, it's getting cold, so it takes your body a little longer to, recover, if you will. But as far as the mental state of the game. Now we got to stay on top of it, and Coop's doing a great job of getting all the receivers together and then leading around.
How does he do that? How does he get all the receivers, just one-on-one conversations as a group?
As a group, man. We do everything as a group, or he'll tell me and I'll tell the guys. So just pass the message to me and I'll tell the room. Just being a voice of the room, and I'm always with the work. I never duck, no extra work. All my guys know that. So if it's anything that makes him feel uneasy, 9 times out of 10, it probably made me feel uneasy too. So we can definitely get that handled. And easy completions are easy completions. You can't beat it.
As a backup, he's obviously more of a supportive role, but now being in there, all these snaps, does he just naturally become more vocal and you see a little bit more of who he is because he's dealing with you guys snap in and snap out?
Yeah, for sure. Comfortable is probably the best thing that you want in the locker room. You know, you want to feel comfortable. You want to feel the confidence within the team. You want to feel grateful to be out there with the guys, and I mean unity. Kind of want all that just to tie in. And for Coop, I mean, it's basically like a plug. I wouldn't even consider it a plug-in, but like in a sense, just like a substitution. And you still want the same outcome. And Coop is doing a great job of just building that back up and keeping the cart moving.
What's the sense of frustration as you learned today? You've lost another significant player for
Yeah, that
an
sucks,
extended
bro.
period of time.
It sucks. Again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's reminding me of my rookie year again, and it's sickening. Obviously, I would rather go out with those guys at the end of the season and finish this thing out strong. And but unfortunately, obviously, sport is not faithful to anybody, and it doesn't care for anybody's body. So get all you can out of it. Be grateful that you're out. Every opportunity that you can, get out there, be grateful, and take full advantage.
Last question.
Do you allow yourself to think this might be it for Zach Martin?
Yeah, I think about it often. I don't know if you know I do, but I do.
Right.
But it's a tough pill to swallow on my end because, again, he's a great person to have in the locker room. I talk to Zach just about every day. Speak to him every given time. He still has the same smile, same energy, light up the room. And obviously we know the type of career and the season that he's had. So everything that he's done for the Cowboys and for us, or for me since I've been here, as far as leading and teaching me how to lead and guide and teaching me how to be a pro, I appreciate him for that and many more things. Just being a brother to me, and he knows that's my guy. And even if it's the end right now, I appreciate it. If not, I love it.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Back in that swing and that groove once you're back doing it again?
Yeah, you like to think that, you know, through practice and through your mental reps, you can go out there and function. And but there is an element of getting back into the rhythm, being a starter, and throughout the week, and you know, feeling more comfortable. And I think as an offense, we're feeling more comfortable. We're doing things well, and we're executing.
Have you been more vocal as you've been getting more starts this year?
I wouldn't say I've changed anything like that. You know, when you run the twos, and you're vocal with them, and when you're in there with the ones, a lot of those guys were twos with me, you know, and so there's a comfort factor. Been around them for a long time.
What about with Brandon and Ceedee, guys you don't get a lot of snaps with all the time? Are you more vocal with them, or they kind of expect you to be that?
Yeah, both of them are great at communicating, you know, what they see, what I see on different routes or looks, and both obviously very successful veterans that you can rely on. That constant communication and them being open and easy to talk to is huge.
Coach McCarthy and Schottenheimer were talking about the third down play to Cooks and all the extra time that you guys, the conversations that you guys had lead into that, and knowing that it would be coming up. What are those like? And then when it pays off and you make the completion and clinch the game, what's the satisfaction you get out of something like that?
Yeah, it's Brandon always says something every week in walkthroughs and stuff, and you know, you make a mistake or there's questions, he always says, this is why we do it, and that's why you're here all week, that's why you're working. So yeah, we ran a couple times in practice, you know, and you know, he hit me with like one move one day I wasn't ready for really, and we talked about timing, and that's just being pros, and you know, that guy's done it everywhere he's been, and you see why he's still around doing it at a high level. And that's just a big-time catch, you know, big-time receiver catch, kind of put it out there, and he gets two hands on it, he's catching it.
How often do you go into like a game knowing if there's a critical third down, this is what McCarthy's going to call, and this is where you're going? Yeah,
you have the ones you love and the ones you rep the most, and kind of that's what you start back in April and May doing OTAs. Coach does a great job of, you know, kind of installing everything and knowing what we like and what we want in key situations.
Any comfort knowing the history you have against this team and their quarterback when you beat them before?
I mean, I wish it led to success, you know, but the past is the past, and you know, they're a really good offense, so we're gonna have to put up points. No one's really playing the QB position better than Joe right now.
Can you speak to the job that Brock Hoffman's done at right guard these past couple of weeks stepping in?
Yeah, I mean, he's the ultimate communicator. He's running the show up there. He's one of the smartest football players I've ever been around, and especially as a young guy, how he kind of carries himself and leads that group. It's been big, and the way Rico's running, those guys are starting to gel.
How much do you like the feistiness in Brock?
Yeah, he brings the attitude. It's who he is. Brings that edge to him. He's out there. He's going to fight, and that's kind of what that room always needs. That O-line, you always have guys wanting to fight, and that's what that group's doing right now.
What did you notice about Chuma when he got in the huddle? Hadn't really played all season, and then gets in there last Thursday and kind of held his.
Yeah, he came out fighting first play. I think he got us a penalty, but he was ready to go, ready to scrap. It was awesome. Again, Chuma's a veteran. It's done it for a while. Great having him back there in the huddle.
It's the first time we've obviously talked to you since the news yesterday with Zach with the season-ending surgery, and you guys have been teammates for a long time. So can you speak to what he means beyond the field and what he means in the room and has meant?
Yeah, it's always tough. The guys battled through everything, and so finally just have to say I got to do the surgery. He's tough as they come. He's been battling all year. And, but he'll still be around. He's still in the room, things like that. So we'll see him around, and, he still has a presence here.
And you guys won a couple of games while he was out. How does that help the confidence on that front now that the news has come that he won't be back?
The guys are ready to play. Luckily for a lot of those guys filling in for him, they got to watch him do it. You get to watch one of the best to ever do it. You learn some stuff. You pick up stuff. That's invaluable things.
You said that no one's playing the quarterback position better than Joe, and I realize you don't go against each other, but when they're rolling the way they're rolling, do you go in thinking, okay, you're going to have to put up some points here in this game with how well that they're playing?
Yeah, you see what they're doing every week. They're putting points up. So, every week you go in knowing you got to score, and this week we want to score touchdowns and not field goals.
Cincinnati's defense hasn't been as great this year, but Trey Hendrickson still leads the league in sacks. What have you seen this week that he just does really well coming off the edge?
Yeah, he's got his variety of moves, plays with tons of effort. He's got 11 or 12 sacks where he has for a reason. And he's been doing it for a long time too. Nothing's slowing him down. He can really bend the edge, he can flatten it, and he's got power. He can do it all.
Thank you.
All right, thanks guys. Yep.